Let's do this. Let's do this. 3, 2, 1. It's late nights. This is late nights, and if you're new here, you may or may not be ready. But the truth is, I was never ready. And every time I sit down at this big La Marron desk, I'm not ready. I don't think I'll ever be ready. I don't think if I live to 100 years old, I would ever be ready. But how do you know? When do you know? I don't want to get all sappy, but the whole point of me doing late nights was because I felt inspired by things that I didn't understand. Watching some of my favorite talk show hosts on TV inspired me. Watching my favorite comedians inspired me. I remember when I was younger watching Farley on SNL with my dad, and my dad would cackle like the most unbelievable sound you could ever imagine.
Young lady, what do you want to do with your life?
I want to live in a van down by the river.
Well, you'll have plenty of time to live in a van down by the river when you're living in a van down by the river.
It was horrific. I wanted to stab him in his jugular. But my dad's been dead for a few years now, and I'm missing him a lot. And so I guess maybe in this little weird way, in this little weird world I live in, it's my way of staying connected to him. Because he always felt it was really important to have fun in life. And the older I've gotten, now that I'm 30, I see from my little mountain I've created, a little one. A proud one. A humbled one. I can see why it was so important for him. I could see why he wanted people to be happy. I mostly understand now why he was such a pain in the ass when I was younger about it. I have to remember why I started late nights. So today I zoomed the camera lens out because I want you to see me and all of me. It's not something I'm good at sharing. And the older I get, the better I get at hiding. Ugh. Now we've written an episode this week. But in all the honesty I have in my bones, I don't really want to stick to the script. Because there's no other way of doing things in life. So maybe it's a little rinky-dink. We put up this crappy little backboard here with a couple gaudy little curtains on a nice little telephone pole up at the top to hold it all together, and bam, we've got what looks like a Target version of the Joe Rogan Experience. It's the camera that you're watching me from right now that I worked so hard for years for. And then one day, without even knowing it, I could get the camera. And I thought, this is going to make me. This is what's going to be my big break. This is what I'm going to figure out. Once I get this camera, boom. I'm not kidding. 3 months later, I looked at Sarah and I said, I think I recognize the errors of my ways. I didn't need that camera. I didn't need it. I thought of selling you. I thought about it. I won't lie. I thought about it. I can't even help it. I wanted to zoom out today. I wanted to zoom out on the camera lens so you could see late nights for what it is. A $30 Amazon purchase that gives us the city skyline. It's Switzerland. I'm in New Jersey. This is awful. This is terrible. Yeah, we don't have a mass production here. And maybe I spend every day looking for a new... These things, these awful things. Every day I'm like, where's that goddamn dongle? Because I need to connect a microphone to a light, and a light to a camera, and a camera to a phone, and it never makes sense. And I got this thing, it won't stop loading up on me. The Goliath expedition, headed by Karl Bushby, ex-paratrooper, explorer. You got a little explorer in you. I got a little explorer in me. And if you don't, I'm sure you've got a friend who makes you fucking get out there and explore. Thank them. You'll be happy you did. Well, anyway, the Goliath expedition, if you don't know, the Goliath expedition is Bushby's attempt to walk around the world with unbroken footsteps. I'm like, this is really inspiring shit. You know when he started this? He started this back in 1998 over a bar bet. A bar bet. He started walking. A man will do some crazy shit to prove a point. I gotta tell you, I sit down here every week and talk to myself. I mean... The proof is in the pudding. I don't know, subscribe to my channel because I'm happy you're here. If you're watching me, you know me, you don't know me. This is late nights. I'm really awkward. I don't really know how to talk sometimes. Sometimes I nail it. Sometimes I can't even figure it out. But I'm grateful because this is a commitment to me to sit down here every week. And every week I sit down and I do this, I feel like, wow, I've become just marginally better than I was. Karl Bushby walked from the southern tip of South America to his home in Hull, England. That was the bet. He has to walk from South America to England. And he left Hull on October 5th, 1998. 1998, he left Hull. And originally expected to finish the trek of 36,000 miles in 12 years. Of course, there were delays. Life comes with delays. Don't be so ridiculous. You can't always have it your way. There's gonna be delays. You can't push the envelope and push and push and push and then wonder why you got all these headaches. Delays will come. Delays will come, but always have a plan. I always say the 5 P's. Proper planning prevents poor performance. Write that down, use it later, put it in a chat room, play it on your Twitch stream, tell your boss about it. I don't give a shit. It's yours now. It's not mine, it's yours. That's what we do here on the internet. We give shit out for free. Just kidding. Your attention is my currency. Keep watching. My name is Anthony Casses, and this is Late Nights. There was a huge debate at work over this week on the pronunciation of my last name. And if you don't know, there's a couple different ways to say Casses. There's a way in particular that I like. Now, it was always pronounced either Casses or Cassesi, and occasionally Cassesi. Now, Casses was the American version because when my family got off the boats at Ellis Island, they thought, how do we blend in? Why do we want to blend in when we're supposed to stand out? Why do we want to just slip on by? Drives me insane. But they said we have to Americanize this, so it became Casses, but it was always Cassesi. I prefer Cassesi, but it never stuck. So every once in a while, I try to use it a little interchangeably, throw people off. They don't even know. Nobody knows. People look at me, they're like, does he know? It's a fucking mystery. It's like one of those little side quests I do with myself. You know, when you're a kid and you're like driving home from your cousin's house and it's like Christmas Eve or something and you're like falling asleep in the car in the back seat, your parents are driving, brrr, you're like barely awake and you're watching the lines in the road pass, bink, 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 bink. And you're like, okay, for every 50 binks, I can breathe again. So you go bink, 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 bink. Woo! Bink, 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 bink. It's like one of those things. It gives you something to do. Well, that's what I do. I fuck with everybody. It's fun. Why not? Karl. What the hell, man? Karl Bushby. He is still on this trek. It is in progress as of December 6, 2025. Now, I didn't look up the latest on Wikipedia. Maybe you can do that. If you're a troll, please fact check me because I don't really look into my facts. I just land on something I like throughout the week and I think, we should write about that. Let's talk about it on Late Nights. We should talk about it. If you haven't had a chance, make sure you say hi to Snaily. Snaily says, smash that subscribe button for my daddy because he wants to get big and famous through his late night show. And he will. He will because practice is mastery, guys. I think if you can do anything enough, it eventually becomes mastery. Really. Even if you suck at it. Like, it's going to eventually stick. If you can be consistent enough about it, it's going to eventually stick. Like Steve Jobs. Steve Jobs just kept going, and people hated him. They hated him. He was not a people person. He was an innovator, a trailblazer. Imagine doing this. That thing that you love for, I don't know, 100 years. When I started doing late nights, I thought, if I can do this for 10 years consistently, never skip a beat, I think I might be able to get a following. And after like a year and a half, maybe 2 years, I don't know, I'm not keeping track. I'm up to 131 subscribers, and I'm proud of every single one of those. I'm not guaranteed nothing. Nothing's owed to me. I show up here every weekend, and I talk to you because it's late nights. I'm Anthony Casses. I'm awkward. This is my show. This is my dining room. Today's episode's a little bit longer than expected because I'm in my feels. I'm moving this week. I'm moving. I've got all these great jokes, and all I could think about is, oh my gosh, I'm in my feels. Like my girlfriend and I, we have a trip to Japan at the tail end of this year. We're going to Japan. I've never been to Japan. We're going for quite a while, and we've been doing what's known as planning. So every so often we sit down and we say, "Baby, what do you want to do? Where do you want to go? How do you want to get there?" And we coordinate the towns, and we coordinate the coffee shops and the bakeries, and how we want to do it, and what currency we need, and Apple Pay, and where we want to stay, and what do we want to do when we stay there. It's exhilarating, guys. Exhilarating. Okay, travel far and travel wide, because if you want to learn anything in life, you need to be in uncomfortable situations. But every now and again, when I have the maps pulled up on Google, there's all these options. You can take a plane, you could drive, you could walk, you could drive, you can plane, you can drive. And every once in a while I accidentally hit walking because I'm in a rush. Hit that walk button every once in a while we're planning, and it says 21 days or some shit. I'm going to start walking to Japan now. Across the fucking water and the ocean, I'm going to Japan my ass all the way to Tokyo. I'm excited about the trip. I don't know if you can tell. But you could do the Bushby. You could do the Bushby. You could do it. The Bushby, the Goliath expedition. You could walk 1,000 miles in another person's shoes. If you do it consistently and you do it long enough, maybe you'll get there. I don't know if Karl Bushby will ever get there. Let me know in the comment section. Will Karl ever make it to his destination? I sure hope, because he's been at this thing for, a long time. We won't get into the numbers because I'm dyslexic and I don't want to make an ass out of myself, because then people on the internet are fucking mean, and then they correct me, and then they're like, "Oh my god, this guy doesn't know what he's talking about." But the truth is, you don't know what you're talking about. That's why you're sitting there being a troll and you're not doing what I'm doing. You're just jealous that I'm doing it and you're mad that you're not, and I said something wrong and now you got me. Anyway, I bought a pair of On Clouds this week. The best purchase of my life. I've been sh- I've been wearing them. I've been showing everybody. I love On Clouds. I don't know how I went this long without them. I really don't. It's hard to believe. It's hard to believe. I walked 10 steps the other day. I was pretty proud of it. Meanwhile, people were out there doing the Bushby. They're walking across the fucking world. My David and Goliath moment. That's about as close as I'm getting to the Goliath expedition, walking to the mailbox in my On Clouds. I'm old. I need On Clouds. I especially have to sit down when I'm putting them on. I can't even do it standing up anymore. That's how I know I'm old. I got a gut. Somebody today told me I was fat. Couldn't believe it. I was like, that's fucking rude, right? I have feelings. Maybe my final episode in this studio. This is my dining room. And I didn't think it was a problem, but I'm told that perhaps maybe having a studio in my dining room is not the move. So now we're moving into a new place and we're starting a whole new life, Sarah and I. And I'm really excited about it because she's amazing and wonderful in probably every way. And I don't know what I did to deserve somebody as amazing as her. And we're starting our life, which means leaving behind something that I've only ever knew. This is the home where I started late nights. This is the home where I had Remy. This is the home that Remy remembers before I had to put him down. This is where Lily and Remy lived. This is where they laughed, they joked, they played, they did their thing. I laughed, I joked, I played. I learned, I fell, I got back up. It was the first home to have a legitimate studio set up. It's not much, but to carry the 700-pound desk in here was pretty fucking hard. I had to twist a lot of arms on it. Friends don't want to help you move. Friends don't care if you're moving. In fact, as soon as your friends get word you're moving, they're no longer your friends. They don't talk to you. They're done with you. I found inspiration here. I cried here. I lost a lot and I gained a hell of a lot more. And I'm not going to lie, this is where I grew into a man. Not just this home, but on this late night show, through vlogging, through years of vlogging. From building following and starting over from scratch. From stepping back when I had everything going for me and I should have kept going forward. I did it all here. I missed rent. I couldn't pay my bills. I got back up. I worked harder. I wanted to do things. I worked harder. I didn't complain. I cried a lot by myself. Got angry. Got happy. Had friends over. Had fun. It was everything, this home. This studio. This is all I've ever known. This is where I learned to do stand-up. Standing in this room, there's a mirror behind you. There's a mirror right there where I learned from talking to myself how to do stand-up, how to structure a joke, what it means to tell something that's even remotely funny, when I really don't think I'm funny at all. I just enjoy seeing people happy. In my 20s, I didn't think it was possible. And I share this, all of this entire episode I share with you because not because it's all about me, but because it's all about you. And hopefully you learn something you could take and use in your life as your own utility. I don't give a shit if you do or you don't. This is how I find my way. And I'm happy to share it with you. The next part of Late Nights, season 3, is going to be amazing. It's going to be amazing because I started from nothing. It's going to be amazing because I have the best absolute woman by my side. It's going to be amazing because I have great friends. It's going to be amazing because I work for a great company with great mentors and great people to lead me when I feel like I'm lost. It's going to be great because I have family who are undeniably bought into what I do. I'll be honest with you, there's more people that believe in me than I ever have in myself. I have never believed in myself, which is why I have to do it. I guess it's time to get a case of beer and a couple pizzas. Call up my friends, see if they want to help me move, right? Yeah, that shit doesn't work when you're in your 30s. People's backs hurt. And I can guarantee you they're going to do anything to not help you. I always get sad when something happy is happening in my life. And I can't really explain the feeling. I think it's so overwhelming to me. It makes me so happy. It makes me sad. And this is one of those moments where I feel so happy that all I want to do is cry because it's fucking hard being a human and suffering is the experience. And I could just go about my life, crush it at work, make a ton of money, own things, travel, and never share any of this. Never sit down every week and put myself through the dreadful process of writing because at times this isn't fun. I don't have to do this. And I think we need to be more okay with sharing. Thank you to all 131 subscribers for supporting me, following me, sticking with me, listening to my stupid bullshit, feeling loved by me, feeling inspired by me. It means a lot because every day I sit down here and, write or whatever it is, this is it. It's not much, but it's, it's where we start. You start somewhere. We all start somewhere. You can't be so hard on yourself. I have a whole lot more in store for season 3. Thanks for joining me. I'm Anthony Cassese. This is Late Nights.